morning. I am in Texas, headed east back to Morrow, Georgia. Today is Friday, September 11th. It's my wife's birthday, so happy birthday, Lynn. And it also is a notorious day in history for America. And this was the day they ran those planes into the towers, into the Pentagon, and one crashed in Pennsylvania. And if you were alive back then, you probably remember exactly where you were. I do. I know exactly where I was. And the days like that actually changed the world. After September 11th, well, it went for a while. You couldn't even fly a plane, and then they brought out the Patriot Act, which took away a lot of your rights and gave them the right to do a lot of things, bug people, and it always has a good reason. Whenever they take away your rights, it's for a good reason. Well, we have to fight terror. Now, I don't know how you fight terror. I mean, we've been over there 14 years. Terror's been going on since Cain and Abel. So I don't know exactly how you fight terror. You can't take the land. See, if you fight a war, you have to take the land. Now, you can bomb somebody into submission, but unless you get boots on the ground and cover the ground, you're not going to be able to take the land. I don't know how you would take terror back then, and still it was the Islamic radicals or whatever that were doing the terror, but now we have domestic terror in our streets by this Antifa and Black Lives Matter and all the communists that they just want to destroy everything. They don't want to. It started out they wanted to change the Constitution. Now they just want to do away with it completely. But anyway, my mother was alive. Now, I'm too young to remember JFK when he got assassinated, but everybody that was alive and old enough to remember anything would remember that day. And then I think we're going to remember not so much the day, because I can't remember the exact day this plague came out, but the year 2020, when the world changed again. And I'll tell you what, when the rapture happens, when the church is caught out, you talk about a change in the world that day. This little plague and them running a couple planes into the, which was terrible, don't get me wrong. I think they killed like 20,000 people that day. But that's going to be nothing compared to what is going to happen during the tribulation period. I mean, you got a third of the world dying with each horseman that rides, I think. So, anyway, happy birthday to my wife. And if you were alive then, I bet you remember where you were. September 11th. It was a Tuesday, and I think it was right around 9 o'clock because the radio came on, and I remember a guy I was with said, we're at war. They ran a plane into the Twin Towers. And back then I was so ignorant, I didn't even know what the Twin Towers in New York were. I remember going, what's the Twin Towers? And then of course you watched it on TV a million times, where the second one hit the building. and then they tried to take out the Pentagon. Now you got all this conspiracy theory stuff, says that was a missile and not a plane and all that, and I don't know any of that, but I know it changed the world. So that day nothing was ever the same again. If we ever had any innocence in America, it was lost September 11th, 2001. Anyway, I hope everybody will have a good day. They used to say never forget, but now you can't say anything about those Muslims that did that. It had nothing to do with their being a Muslim, they'll say, and that's just a crock. Pretty much everything you get on the news nowadays is a crock, folks. Even Fox News, so just beware of the fake news. They will lie to you, and it seems like only the Republicans can spread COVID, because CNN and them, they don't say a word about Antifa and Black Lives Matter rioting, burning down cities. But if you get a convention for the Republicans, and in Sturgis, South Dakota, they have a bike rally, a motorcycle rally every year, and they all got together, and they had to say, oh, there's so many that have contracted COVID. Well, those people, their point of view was, we don't care if we get it. We're here, we're gonna live our lives, and I agree with them. I've stopped worrying about that stuff. The pandemic, as I call it. I mean, I know there's folks getting sick by it and folks that are probably dying, but most of them have other symptoms or anything. Anyway, the days that changed the world, September 11th was one of them. I hope you have a good day. Remember to read your Bible and pray without ceasing. Oh, I'll wait a minute. This is coming up. If you can see that light, let me see if I can get this closer. You'll see that cross where I did my, I'm in Groom, Texas. Not these lights here, that light beyond there, I'll hold on till I get by it. The largest cross in Texas, this is where they got all those statues of the stages of the cross and everything. You see the cross in the background there now? You see it? They got it lit up. That would be Groom, Texas. It's kind of rainy. I know the camera's not picking it up real well. It's starting to rain good. Anyway, that's where I go. If you look real close, you can see what they may say Calvary is and all that stuff too. So I'll see if I can see it. That's that cross where all that stuff is, or you can get a truck in there. Well, I've done 2 videos on it. And that light to the right there, that would be where Calvary is. Anyway, Lord bless you. All have a wonderful day.